Welcome, everybody. This is week 1 of ENG107. My name is Jackie Pearson. I am your instructor. And every Monday, sometimes Sunday night, but mostly Monday morning, I'll be posting a video much like this to help you navigate what you need to do during that particular week. So every week, I want you to look at the announcements and I want you to click on any videos so that you get that extra help. Okay. So let me go ahead and take a look at the course with you, which is why I call it a walkthrough, because that's what we're going to do. So I want to point out a couple of things just on the home screen. When you first log into your Blackboard courses, you are going to see the announcements. So these will be very easy to find. It's not like you have to go digging for them, but the videos will be posted here. Sometimes there'll be other announcements that are not videos, but every Monday you should be looking for the weekly walkthrough video. I also want to point out that you have over here on the left-hand screen or left-hand side of the screen, you have a set of navigation tools. Obviously, one of the things that you'll do with this is go through the units one at a time. You will also have your access to your grades and some of the resources that are available for all post students, including TutorMe, Grammarly, and then the APA Edition 7 information. So all of this stuff is going to help you with your success in college. I mean, there's even one called College Success Resources. But for the purposes of each individual course that you're taking, these top 2 sections are where you will go for the information for the course, to complete the work, all that good stuff. So I want to point out up at the top, you've got some information. You've got the announcements, like we've already said, that's your home page. So those are always there for you. You've got your course information, which will give you an outline of the course, a link to the syllabus, library resources, information about Grammarly, what it takes to be successful at the discussion board, the various types of assignments that you'll be doing, a link to the Ask the Instructor board, which is linked in other places, and then a copyright statement. So one of your first items of business is going to be to read through all these things in the course information piece. You also want to note that your next link down is Meet Your Instructor. This is where you will have access to my phone number, to my email address. Remember that I am a fully online teacher, so but I am available. My office hours are on Tuesday evenings. That's when I guarantee that I'll be free. But I'm usually very quick to answer email. So please make sure that you reach out if you're having any questions or problems. Below that, you have another link to the Ask the Instructor. And this is a discussion board forum. We're going to use those for other reasons, but this one is not graded. This is just a place for you to post general questions that other students might also have. So in order to create a thread or to post on a discussion board, you want to click the Create Thread button. And you can put anything you want in the subject matter. And then, of course, you can type your question in there. I'm just going to put, hi, this is a demo. Oops. Now, if this was a real question, okay, so I'm going to click submit. And if this was a real question that somebody had asked, I would come back here and I would reply to it and I would answer their question. So this is a great chance for you to ask a question that will help not only yourself, but your fellow classmates. I will also note that on the Ask the Instructor page, you notice there's this button called subscribe. If you click that, excuse me, every time somebody posts, you will get an email. Excuse me, my fall allergies are absolutely killing me. And I'm not going to blame my fall background. It's really fall. So I highly recommend that you subscribe to it. That way, if you've posted a question, for sure, you'll know that I give an answer, whatever the case may be. All right. The last item over here on the top section is drop-in hours. Drop-in hours are something that are going to be going on throughout the term. It's a chance for you to log into a Teams chat with people who teach the course. It may or may not be me. I'm only in there part of the time, but you can log in and get answers immediately with help. Okay. All right. So let's go to unit 1 because that's where we are. All the units are going to be set up the same way. The first section, and you'll notice this does not have an underline. So this is not a link. This is just this piece of information is here for you to read. You will have one of these in every unit, excuse me, throughout the course. And you do want to read it, but it is literally just this screen. It's not something you have to dig into. But this will give you an overview of the topic for the week. In this case, it's the power of grit. And it will give you your objectives and a list of the activities that you're going to be doing. Next, you will have a discussion board, and that's what this little symbol means. This is where you're going to introduce yourself to each other, and you need to post this during the beginning of this week. So you'll notice that this is due before Wednesday night. Now, granted, some people may be a little bit late with it, and there's not going to be any penalties this week, but this is a good way to get you in the good habit of discussion boards are usually posted by Wednesday, and then you have it the rest of the week to respond to other students. Okay. Next, you'll have reading assignments. So here we have, or video. Here we have articles, websites, and videos. You've got an article to read. You just click on the link. Of course, it shows that it's a link. And then you will watch this TED Talk. It's got the button right here. You just talk, you go ahead and play it. Grammarly Premium. This is a good reminder of one of the main tools that you have access to because of being a post student. So do download Grammarly using this information on your computer. It really does help with, especially with discussion boards. Things that we're typing in Word, already it has a grammar check, but Grammarly is actually better. So this is something to help you. Next, we have a practice with writing, which is a fun activity for you to participate in that's going to help you with your written assignments in the course. They are not graded, but this is part of your learning. So you want to do this before you take any graded things like doing the Unit 1 journal, which is going to be the next item. So always make sure that you follow the order of this module. It's going to lead you through step by step what you need to do. The next thing is your first assignment in your journal. Now you notice again, some of these have underlines, some of these don't. Practice with writing does because you need to go to this activity. Unit 1 journal does because you have to go to the journal to turn it in. So journal assignments allow you to practice writing and apply what you've learned in the unit. There are no right or wrong answers. So in this one, you're going to describe what grit means to you, describe a person you consider a good example of showcasing grit, and what elements of grit do you recognize in this person? What elements of grit do you recognize in yourself? So your journal entry should be 6 to 10 sentences. You can divide it up into multiple paragraphs if you want. Organize it however you want to, but that's what you're aiming for is 6 to 10 sentences. Notice that within this, there's also a smaller link, unit journal rubric. So this is what you would note. This is how your grades are determined on the journals. So did you answer the questions? Did you reflect on the questions? And how long was it? That's the criteria. You want to aim, of course, for exemplary, but if you get your scores back and they are not exemplary, this will also help you target areas for improvement. Okay, so that's what the rubric link is. When you are ready to submit your journal, you will click on this. It's got the prompt again. So when you are ready to create this first journal, you will create journal entry. You will give it a title. I would say Unit 1 Grit. And then you will type it in this box. Now you can attach files. So if you want to write it in Word and save it, I'm perfectly fine with that. Once you are done with it, you will post the entry. But notice over here on the bottom, you can save this as a draft. So if you wanted to stop part of the way through and then come back and add to it, you can do that. Don't hit post entry until you're really all the way done with it. All right. So that's one of your reading or writing assignments for this particular week. Next, we have just a heads up. This is going to give you an overview and a preview of what's happening in Unit 2. So again, if you follow this all the way through and you do the things and watch the videos and do the activities and write the things in the order that they're presented, you will do well. Okay, so it's designed perfectly. It's got everything in a row that you need to do. And then, of course, this does have a Unit 2 writing activity, so you can preview what's coming up next week. Okay, so I'm not going to read that to you. You guys can read it for yourself. And that's really it. That's it for the week. So if you have any questions, don't forget, you can come over here to ask the instructor. You can email me at any time. I hope we have a great term. I know I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you a little bit better. And of course, the introductory unit discussion board will help us do that. Everybody take care. Have a great rest of your day and week, and I will be back with you soon. I will touch base with you throughout the week, but every Monday for sure, look for these videos. Take care, everybody.